In this video, I'll show you guys an easy expert option mobile strategy that can help you build a real account balance like this. Without much talk, let's get to the video. So first, I'll explain how this strategy works along with the indicators. Then move on to trading using the strategy. To use this strategy, first we need to add 3 indicators. First, go to your indicators menu in the expert option platform and select the moving average indicators. Set the period to 9 and type to EMA. Also, change the color to red and add the indicator to the market. This moving average will quickly respond to price changes and show us the short-term momentum of the market. Next, go back to the indicator menu and again select the moving average indicator. Set the period to 21, type to EMA, and color to green. This second moving average will show us a smoother line, filtering out the noise. Using these 2 indicators, we can identify the market's short-term trends, which we will use to place trades. Finally, go back to the Indicators tab, select the RSI indicator, and add it to the market with its default settings. This indicator will further help us to identify the market's momentum and detect if the market is in an overbought or oversold condition. Alright, let's move on to the strategy. First, you need to find a market with decent volatility, like this. Next, after adding the necessary indicators, we need to look at these 2 moving average lines. If the red moving average crosses below the green moving average like this indicates a short-term downtrend in the market. Before placing a sell trade here, we need to look at the RSI indicator. To use this strategy, we'll have to draw an imaginary line in the RSI indicator's 50% level, since expert option does not provide this line. To confirm the earlier sell signal, the market line in the RSI indicator needs to be below this 50% line and above the 30% line, just like this. This shows us that the market has more potential to go down without being oversold. If both of these conditions are met, we can go for a confident sell trade on the market. To go for a buy trade according to this strategy, the red moving average needs to cross above the green moving average, indicating a short-term uptrend. The market in the RSI indicator needs to be above the 50% line and below the 70% line, showing that the market has still not reached an overbought state. Okay, now let's place some trades using this strategy. Here we can see that, as we talked earlier, the red line crossed below the green line, indicating a short-term downtrend movement. If we look at the RSI indicator, we can see that the market is also below the 50% line, but above the 30% line. Because both the criteria are met, I will go for a $10 sell trade on the market. As we predicted, the market went further down, and we won that trade. Now here we can see that after that short downtrend, the market is now moving in an uptrend. The red moving average, which was initially at the bottom, crossed the green line and came to the top. The RSI indicator also confirms that we can go for a buy trade with minimal risk. So let's place a $10 buy trade right here. We won that as well. The market has now changed its direction and started moving towards a downtrend. We can see that the 2 moving averages have crossed, and the market is also between the 50 and 30% lines in the RSI indicator. So, according to the strategy, I will place a $10 sell trade on the market. Unfortunately, even though we followed the strategy, we lost that trade. A really important part of this strategy is the duration of your trade. Here we can see that if we were to put that trade a little later, or if we were to put our trade duration a little longer, we would have won that trade. Since we're trading based on short-term market trends, always try to keep your trade duration below 1 minute and above 20 seconds. Let's try to recover from that loss. Here we can see that after a long uptrend, the market has switched to a downtrend. We can see both indicators point towards a sell trade. So, I will place a $10 sell trade right here. We won that trade and got back $8.6 as profit. Now that the market has changed back to an uptrend, so I will place one final buy trade on the market. Well, we won that trade as well. This brings my profit to $34.4, but since I lost one trade, my total profit is $24.4. This means we were able to double my balance with just 5 trades. Keep in mind, always try to slowly build up your account balance like this. Once you have a large amount of balance in your account, you can place larger trades, earning larger profits. So, I hope you learned something new in this video. If you did, make sure to subscribe for more videos like this. I will see you guys in the next video.